guys, in this video we are going to see how to log in the user after creating the account. So for that we first need to go to the login activity, and then we have these two IDs, which is the login email and login password, to take the text which is entered by the user, same as the register activity. So here first we are generating the on-click event for login button, which is login button via the login button ID. So here we are already implementing on-click listener. We simply call the on-click listener for login button. So for that type login button dot set on-click listener. This here in the on-click listener we are checking that if the event generated by login button, then we have to allow user for login. So we are creating one function for that, one method for that. Alter enter and create the method. Here we first taking the text, that is email ID. You can copy paste the code from here also. We simply here changing the ID, which is login email, and here it is the login password. Now we are first checking that if the field is empty or not. If the field is empty, we cannot proceed further. Okay, so here we are alter enter and importing the toast module, and here we are passing the login activity, and here okay. Now here we are setting the error for login password. Now we are first creating the variable for Firebase authentication. So create Firebase auth. And then we are initializing the Firebase auth variable, that is Firebase auth is equals to Firebase auth.get instance. And then here we are simply calling the sign in method for Firebase auth, that is this sign in with email and password, and passing the email and password as a parameter. And then here you have to pass the null, and here on complete listener, object of on complete listener. Here we are give auth result. Okay, and here alter enter and implement the method on complete. We are simply copy paste this code from the register activity, but first here and here we simply send user to the main activity, because when we log in successfully, then user is redirected to the login activity. Here provide login activity, and here logged in successfully. Comment this code because we are not yet implemented the progress dialog. Login activity. Okay, now copy paste the code for the dialog. Progress dialog. This is the same as register activity we are seeing earlier. Okay, Now commenting out the code for dismiss progress dialog, so that okay, now you can see our work is done. But when a user is close the application after login, and then again user come, then user have to already log into the system. So for that we are checking that in earlier videos that the current user, if current user is not equals to null, then send to the main activity. So for that we are get the current user whenever our onCreate method is called. So here you have to initialize the current user, which is equals to Firebase auth dot get current user, or you can see current user. Here you have to provide the null. Okay, same way we are creating it to the register activity. Here we have to create first the variable for the current user. So create a variable for current user, Firebase user, and then we are simply here initialize the current user as a auth dot current user. Okay, sorry, not in a register activity. Same way we are doing this into the main activity. Here we are not having the Firebase authentication variable, so first we are creating the Firebase auth variable. Firebase auth not equals to null, and then we are initializing our Firebase auth in onCreate method, which is equals to Firebase auth dot get instance, and we are initializing current user by using Firebase auth object. Okay, now we are done. So run our application. App is run successfully, so let's try to log in with created account. Oh, error occurred. Let's try to resolve the error now. When the error occurs, you can go to the logget here, and you can check for the blue line, which indicates the error. You can see here the progress dialog dot set title. Here the error occur. We are not we are creating the variable progress dialog, but we are not initializing this anywhere. We are forgot about this, and so that the error is occurred. So let's try to resolve the error now. So inside the on create new object for the progress dialog and pass this as a variable, and let's try again run our application. Okay, app is run successfully. Let's again try to log in with this account. Okay, we have to change that message here. Okay, you can see the login is successfully done.